Hey guys, it's Dr. JP, and today we're going to analyze Abraham Kiptum as he broke the world record during the half marathon in Valencia. The first thing we'll look at is his pacing throughout the race. Kiptum ran the first 5 kilometers in 13 minutes and 56 seconds, then the second 5K split at 14 minutes and 6 seconds. Now this was obviously very fast, however not enough to where anyone would expect the world record to be broken. What was truly amazing is what happened during the second half of the race. Kiptum picked up speed and ran the third 5K split in 13 minutes and 35 seconds. And he barely let up this pace, as during the fourth and final split, he ran it in 13 minutes and 41 seconds. Similar to when Kipchoge broke the marathon record, Kiptum ran the second half of the race at a faster pace. Doing this really showcases Abraham Kiptum's mental discipline and drive. Now the footage we will be looking at is Kiptum during the final 5K split. As I mentioned earlier, he still ran this part of the race faster compared to the first and second 5K split. However, there may be some breakdown of form as he ran this slower than the third 5K split. I would have loved to use footage from the third 5K split, however, this was the only decent footage I can find throughout the entire half marathon. Looking at this footage, let's look at general parts of his running, such as stride frequency, which is the rate of steps he takes, and stride length. He presents with a solid cadence of 180 steps per minute. This is a pretty quick rate of steps and is a common stride frequency for many elite long-distance runners. What actually sets Kiptum apart from other elite long-distance runners is his stride length. He presents with a long step length, as based off a few calculations, it seems to be around 2.03 meters. This is comparable to Mo Farah, who is considered to have one of the longest strides as well. This is obviously impacted by leg length, but this is also attributed to leg mobility and power produced through those legs. Now taking a closer look at the legs, when the foot hits the ground, he seems to be striking around the midfoot area. Landing around this area is pretty common in long-distance runners. Now let's take a look at the landing relative to the body. Initially, it may seem like he is overstriding because of the long stride he has. Just a quick tip for anyone relatively new to my videos. Overstriding is when someone takes too big of a step. This causes a bit of a braking mechanism to occur during foot landing, leading to wasted energy, as well as adding increased stress to the knee and ankle joints. Anyway, taking a closer look at the landing, his foot still lands relatively close to the body center of mass, which would be almost right under the hips. The landing is still slightly farther from the body compared to the other long-distance runners we have looked at before, but at the same time, remember, he has long legs. Another way to see whether he's overstriding is looking at the shin angle. Typically during foot landing, the shin angle is perpendicular or slightly less in elite long-distance runners. As you can see, this is the case for Kiptum as well. Moving up to the hips, we will take a look at how much vertical movement is going on as he runs. Compared to most long-distance runners, there is not much vertical movement going on. This is showing efficiency as he's making sure to have adequate amount of vertical force and is really maximizing force directed forward. However, if we do compare this to my most recent breakdown, which was Eliud Kipchoge breaking the marathon world record, you'll see that Kiptum does have a bit more bounce. This is more possibly due to likelihood of increased power generation through those legs as he's running at a faster pace. This may also be due to running at a slightly slower cadence compared to Kipchoge, as slower cadence typically causes increased vertical movement. Looking at the trunk, you can see he has good postural alignment. He keeps it in basically a straight line. However, he does present with a pretty decent forward tilt, especially for a long distance race. This tilt helps with forward momentum as well as improved force generation from the hips during push-off. Now looking at the body from the front, we will compare movement from the right and left side of the body. Symmetry is very important for efficient running. As you can see, even when going at a record-breaking pace, he is maintaining symmetrical movement from the arms and legs as he runs. Now, looking at arm movement, he presents with a similar style like Eliud Kipchoge. He keeps his arms high and close. He presents with mostly rotation in his arm swing, but still not letting those arms cross midline. This helps him counteract rotational forces from the legs so he can maintain a straight path toward the desired direction. Looking at the head movement, he does look around throughout the race for situational awareness, but overall, he presents with a neutral position of the head, basically looking straight forward. Doing this helps maintain core stability, which allows for maximized force generation from the legs. And that's it for the quick analysis on Abraham Kiptum. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel for future videos if you haven't done that already. Also, feel free to follow my Instagram for even more content. I really appreciate you guys for taking the time to watch this. Please comment below what you think. And as always, thank you for watching.